Hi everyone, it's Emily C. So I am back with another Book-a-Librarian video, this time on calendar. This is an app specific to iPads, iPhones, so I am sorry if you are using an Android. I will try and get my hands on something that is similar. I'll try and use my Windows computer to record something for all you Windows people out there. It's just so nice to record on an iPad. I hit one button and I'm good to go. But calendar is something we get, I would say fairly frequently, up in device advice as well as Book-a-Librarian, because I think, you think calendar, it's like, oh, I've got a lot of things I got to put on there. It's probably hard to manage and organize and put together, but it's a pretty straightforward process. It takes some getting used to maybe the first time you're trying to use it and you've never encountered a calendar like this before. I can see how that would be a little complicated, but once you get the hang of it, you'll be flying through it. You really don't have to worry about it taking up tons and tons of your time. So this is just a quick video compared to some of the other ones. So first off, how to get to calendar. On your iPhone and iPad, it's going to have today's date on it, and it's also just going to be called calendar. So look for something that has a number that looks like whatever day it is. Today is the 4th. And so I'm going to tap on calendar and open it up. Now yours may look a little different from mine. Again, I have night mode turned on, dark mode. That way my screen is black, so it's not this blinding white color that I'm looking at. That's just a personal preference. You don't have to do that on yours. I just like how it looks this way. Now, you may also be in a different section on your calendar. Right now, I'm looking at the month view, but if you're looking at the top of my screen in the center there, you can see that I have 4 options. I have day, which shows me my day, week, which shows me the week at a glance, month, which I open to automatically, and year. So whichever of these you want to use, feel free and go ahead. Don't feel like you have to stick with one. If you have a really busy week coming up and you just need to focus on that, choose week and work from there. I really like how it breaks things down by the time, but I think my favorite view overall is month. I just like having that big picture idea of what's coming down the pipe. What do I have to get done now? What can I get done later? So this is your main area. You can scroll using your finger by pulling down or pushing up on the screen to go between the months if you want. If you need to jump back, let's say you went wicked far ahead, you're looking to next year when you hope that you can plan a trip somewhere, go see some family, or just, I don't know. I saw this really cool poster one day that said something like, and now I must go get lost in the woods and return home. And I'm like, yes, I feel that so much. But if you are way out ahead in your calendar or way far back in your calendar and you need to just get back to today rather than scrolling through months and months again, you just tap on today, which is in the bottom left corner of my screen. I should actually say with these directional things, bottom left, top right, center, it all depends on how you're holding your device. So right now I have my iPad horizontal in front of me, which is why my icons are here. If your iPad is moved in a different way or your phone is in a different way, you may not see the same stuff I see, but it has all those capabilities there. It's just going to take some tapping or swiping to figure out where they are. All right. There's also a lot more real estate on an iPad versus an iPhone too, so things may look a little different between devices. But all right, so that's day, week, month, year, jumping to today. The other thing that you can do on this to organize and make your life a little bit easier is tap on calendars on my screen, bottom center. And that lets you customize what shows up. Now you can make multiple calendars in calendar. So let's say you have one specifically for work, one specifically for home. You want home things like doctor's appointments and got to get the oil change, you got to do the lawn on that calendar. And then you want meeting with boss, meeting with HR, on your work calendar. So you can assign different events to different calendars and then choose what displays. So it helps me, like when the library is open, since I do a lot of Book-a-Librarian appointments, to just, turn off all the other calendars and just see my appointments for the week. So that's an option. Now, how do you add all these events to different calendars, you might be saying? I realize I did this kind of backwards, but I wanted to show you some of the capability first before we get into how to create an event. So, creating an event, you're going to use this plus icon in the upper right corner. And then that will pull up the sidebar, which my keyboard covered for a second, so I'm going to close that. This will pull up the new event sidebar. So you have title, location. You can set it to be all day or a specific time, when it repeats, travel time, if necessary, which calendar it goes to, invitees, so if you have other people attending with you and you want to send this to their calendar, your alert, and then how you're displayed. You can also add things like notes to here, so if I've used this in the past where I've made a appointment for someone in Book-a-Librarian, and rather than just, sending a separate email to my coworker about, hey, we have this person coming in on this day with this type of device, what I do is I fill out the notes field with all that information, so it's just sent in one invite to the person who needs it. So I'm going to go ahead and just show you what a sample one looks like. So I'm going to do title. Let's see. What's coming up that's interesting? What do I have to do? Do lawn. I have to put down GrubX later. That's going to be fun. Location. I don't really need to do that, so I'm going to do, but just for the sake of showing you, I am in Southbury, Connecticut, so I'm going to do that. And I'm going to make it an all-day event, and I'm going to say I'm doing that this weekend by tapping on the date and then moving the little pinwheel to the 9th. I'm going to say it repeats every 2 weeks, and that it ends on July 9th. I want to stick this on my home calendar. I don't want to invite anyone, but I want an alert one day before and then a second alert on the day of the event at 9 a.m. And then my notes, I'm going to put in, bring a water bottle with you. All right, and then tap add. And now if you're looking over on the 9th on my screen, you can see it says do lawn. Now if I need to edit that for any reason, I can tap on the event's name itself. It'll show me that overview and I can hit edit and I can change it. So let's say instead of doing it Saturday, I do it on the 10th. Change it, save for all future events, save for this event only. Now this will only show up if you have a repeating event, but done. Let's do save for all future events. And there it goes. Now it's on the 10th on Mother's Day. So that's creating an event. Let's say you need to delete it. Tap on the name again. Delete. Delete all future events in this case. And it's gone. If you need to search for an event, let's say you just put in a whole bunch of stuff. You're like, okay, I think I got the hang of this. Now I'm going to go back and search for so-and-so's birthday or something that happened on this day. And what you can do is tap on this magnifying glass in the upper right corner of my screen. And then you can search using whatever fragments of words that you can remember or you can think of if you know what was called a certain thing. Plop it in there. I'm going to do virtual. Oh, I can't spell. Virtual. G. That should pop up something. It didn't. Why didn't it? EC. Search. Okay, that worked. I may not have the right thing that I'm searching. But anyways, so I put in EC to pull up all the Book-a-Librarians that I've had that have that in the title. So you can see there, like my initials are popping up under different days, and then you can open up that day by tapping on the result, and it shows you there the different details about the event, and you're done. And that's the calendar. there's really not too much else to it. If you're using iCloud and you're using, on this calendar's view, if you're using these iCloud calendars down here, home and work, then your calendar is going to sync across your devices. So you'll see it on your iPad, you'll see it on your iPhone, you'll see it on your MacBook Pro, which is handy if you have a lot of things going on. I know there are a couple couples probably out there, if you're sharing devices. That's a good way to see, like, oh, she's doing that, they're doing that, he's doing that. You know, like, it's a good way just to see what's going on with family members if you're all using an iCloud calendar at the same time. That's it. That's calendar. I don't have much else to say about it. It's very handy. There are other options for people who don't have an Apple device. There's Google Calendar, which also lets you, again, share calendars, put events on specific calendars, toggle the view so you see some but not others depending on what you want to go through, and then see by day, week, month, year for sorting. They pretty much function similarly enough that if you're using one, going to the other one won't be like trying to learn a whole new language. You'll be able to hopefully see some familiarity in it. But I may try a video on that one later. For now, let's just stick with this and keep it nice and simple. So that is calendars. Thank you for listening to me ramble. I hope this Book-a-Librarian was helpful for you. If you have any questions or you want to request a specific video, please reach out to us on social media or email us at brooksfreelibrary@clamsnet.org. I'm always happy to answer questions, and they don't have to be, related to anything super techy. It could be something nice and just off the top of your head or basic, whatever. No question is dumb. All right, I hear that a lot. Oh, this question is dumb. There's no such thing as a dumb question. So ask me anything you can think of, and I can try and help you out there, or at least send you some links to point you in the right direction. Okay, that's it for this video. It's kind of a nice day out right now, so I may go plop myself outside and keep working for a little bit longer. I know I still got about a half hour before the end of my day. So everyone, stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you on the next video. Thank you.